Gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Barkley, a first down and more. Oh, he bowls over him. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 37 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm. Heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. There he goes right side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He finds Corey Davis. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone. And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like when we talk about the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
That's complete left side to Bateman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Herbert now. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Henry Ruggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And now it's second down. This defense for the Cowboys, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From the red zone now, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And Davis has it over the middle. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Barkley. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Rodgers on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Third and 2, Herbert. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Throwing is Stafford. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Barkley will try to punch it in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Saquon Barkley, as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And Sanders has got it, complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
2nd and 4. Sanders toss left side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
And give him credit. He deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively. My goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. 10
yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Running left, it's Barkley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Play action, Stafford. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Stafford. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Stafford. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And Davis with it left side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again at Stafford. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Being chased out left. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
One more time with Dobbins. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead.
Touchdown! Complete at the 1. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2nd down and 3. And now Chenault on the end around. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Stanford. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Pushing his way through. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Let's go!
All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this? Herbert has it knocked free. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Herbert to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
That is caught. Bateman. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. One last throw here for Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to